to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
No mai, haere mai, welcome along to TSB Stadium, New Plymouth. The Airs hosting the Tuatara. It is round 7 of the Sal's NBL. It is proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Andrew Mulligan alongside Casey Frank for the call on this one. And it is the #1 team visiting the team in the 6th and final playoff spot as we head towards the middle of the season. And Casey, Tuatara lock him in. But for the Taranaki Airs, this is a must-win game, and it's against the best team in the league.
It certainly is. You can see Taranaki grouped with that, a group with Southland, Franklin, Wellington, all finalists, all hopeful for the finals coming up. So they certainly have some work to do. If they want to have a little breathing room, got to get it done today.
Certainly, and that is the ladder. Games to come this weekend. Tomorrow, the Saturday doubleheader, will see the Giants and the Bulls from Nelson. The Saints making some adjustments on the fly, maybe adding some roster changes as well. Southland Sharks, they're without their head coach, Rob Beveridge, and they are also in must-win mode. And the Jets will do it again with the Tuatara on Sunday afternoon after losing to them at the Event Finder Stadium on Monday. For your starting 5, it is the twin towers of Johnson and Lowe, with Farrenson, Schneider and Russo-Nance surrounding them. It is a very good starting 5, and of course Chris Johnson and Rob Lowe are just rebounding machines. These two teams, top 3 in rebounding, best 2 offensive rebounding teams as well. So it is going to be a battle on the glass. Aaron Young is the coach of the Tuatara, and he is well aware of those stats.
A slight travel disruption today getting down to New Plymouth. How has this impacted your preparation?
Hasn't impacted much. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, it happens. We just have to deal with it. It doesn't impact the result. You know, at the end of the day, people aren't going to care how we got down here. They're just going to care about our performance, and that's one thing that we can control. And that's the one thing that we talked about today is, you know, we have a responsibility as a group, as a team, and, you know, as the team at the top of the ladder to play at a high standard, and that's just something that we're going to aim to do again tonight.
The Airs have a strong import combo in Hilliard and Douglas. What are you doing to minimise their impact on the game?
Yeah, we'll throw different looks at them, different guys. It's going to be a team effort with them. They're prolific scorers in this league. They require a lot of attention. You can't have any moments or lapses where you just lose where they're at. So it's going to take a lot of attention, a lot of awareness. But I think, you know, we've done a good job on some key guys in the last few games, and I think we're ready for this challenge as well.
Yeah, the slight travel disruption. Weather has been abysmal in most parts of the country, and Tuatara suffered flight cancellation, hopped on a bus, and here they are. That's starting 5 for the Airs, with Douglas and Hilliard balling out. And of course, Ty Wynn's been there from the beginning, along with Colin Davison and Richie Roger. Marcel Jones is coming off the bench. He's still slowly getting back to his Marcel Jones best after having a bout of the spicy cough. Trent Adam is the coach of the Airs, and he'll be hunting for this dub tonight.
A tough game last week against the strong Saints team. What did you take from that game and into this one?
Yeah, we were a little bit disappointed with how we went defensively, not as accurate as we'd like to have been. So really big emphasis this week on improving at the defensive end, and hopefully that'll carry over to the game against the Tuatara today.
Tuatara is a strong team with tall timbers of Johnson and Lowe. What are you doing to prevent their impact on the game?
Yeah, they're obviously a class lineup with those two big guys sort of patrolling the paint and shooting threes. So real big questions asked of our big guys to defend strongly without fouling, and we'll have to worry about sort of doubling every now and then if they get going. But a big emphasis on trying to keep those two quiet tonight.
Big emphasis on stopping each other scoring the ball as well. The Airs are 9th in the league, and head-to-head, just look at that. Between Hilliard and Johnson, you are about to see 2 of the premier imports in this league, Case.
Yeah, leading scorers for their team. If you look at the bottom there, they're the 1st and 4th leading scorer in this competition. Excellent free throw shooters, 1 and 2 minutes per game. They are both up there. Johnson probably has a lighter load to carry because of Rob Lowe's presence, but they're both up there. Leading the league in three-pointers, Anthony Hilliard, 5.3 made per game, and that's on shooting 11.3. And how about Chris Johnson, 3 blocks per game? He had 11 last weekend in 2 games.
Yeah, Hilliard, he's shooting unbelievable. He is a 50, 40, 90 guy at the moment. He's shooting 45% from three is Anthony Hilliard. He has been sensational. They lost to the Saints last game that they played, but this one will be very interesting to see. They're probably not going to pick each other up a whole lot in the game, but they both are going to fill the FIBA Live stat sheet on your browser.
They're fantastic players, scoring in obviously different ways, one being a big and a guard, but both teams extremely dependent on those guys to carry that load. If either team is able to knock back that production in any kind of significant way, it'll put a lot of stress on the team to try and make up for that scoring.
Those are your referees for tonight's game in New Plymouth. Sal's NBL proudly presented by GJ Gardner-Holmes. Set for a big one. The Airs, well, they're outside at the TAB, but they have started to come back within, because Dan Fotu, he will not be on the bench for Tuatara, coming off the bench tonight. He picked up an injury in that game on Monday against the Jets.
Yeah, spoke to him afterwards, and he was pretty confident that he was going to be okay from it. But it does look like he took a little bit of a knock there, being reasonably precautious with him, and why not with so much of the season left to go. But that will make things difficult to get a win on what looks to be a pretty packed house down in New Plymouth. And you know, I know from experience, their favorite thing to try and do down there is knock off teams from Auckland. So the crowd will certainly be vocal this evening.
It's almost heckle and jive with, excuse me.
Heckle and jive?
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde. I like it though. Heckle and jive.
Oh, it's not a great start.
No, it's really, really good. We're doing so. You should have just played with it. If you could have, if you would have gone storming ahead.
Please don't. The inconsistency of the Airs would be frustrating for the coaching staff, but they do have reinforcements now, and they just want to string these wins together. I guess integrating, you know, you've got three scorers with Javante Douglas and Marcel Jones, who is Mr. Double-Double. He is a proven performer for the Airs in seasons past. So it's just a matter of getting that together, stringing the consistency together. And as for Aaron Young and the Tuatara, it's just more of the same. They've had a couple of games where they've been dragged into a bit of a slugfest. The Hawks picked them off at Event Finder Stadium a few weeks back, and that was very low scoring for the Tuatara, because they average a league-leading 89.5 points a game. That was about mid-70s, 75, 74, I believe. The Hawks got that one.
If you could really pressure the Tuatara guards, because the strength of this team is the bigs. Johnson, Lowe, the best front court in the game, no matter who you put in that three spot. A little bit taking it back now with Dan Fotu not coming in off the bench, but that's a young backcourt. You look at Ferentsen, you look at Dante Russo-Nance, you look at Siler Schneider. These are guys that if you can get up and in, you can pressure them. They're going to have trouble dealing with it, and they're also going to cough up the ball occasionally, and that's when teams have had success. Really pressuring the guards, not letting the big fellas get the ball down low, and that really damages the entire offense. As the ball is delivered, we are ready to tip off.
Yes, have the Hawks next in PC Green Arena, and the Jets will host Tuatara on Sunday. It's Carlin Davison winning a tip on Chris Johnson, and that speaks volumes about the athleticism that Carlin Davison has with his timing and his leaping ability. Underway with Richie Roger, Silas Schneider on him.
Always like to see when Naki goes early. Oh, it was there.
It was. Rob Lowe broke that up. It falls to Roger. Chris Johnson has it poked away, ripped away by Ty Wynyard, and it stays with the visitors.
Well, that was a really lovely set piece to start the game, but Rob Lowe with that length. I think Ty Wynyard, not quite used to being defended that tightly at the perimeter, took away that chance. And now Auckland has the chance to start the score.
Russo-Nance. Schneider. Tough little baseline floater. That's good from Silas Schneider.
Interesting spacing by Schneider there. Could have sat out in the three, had a wide open look, but cut to the basket. Aggressive on the rim early.
Carlin Davidson. He is wild sometimes from three.
Struggling from three. Had a couple big makes against Wellington just last weekend, but doesn't continue the hot streak.
Tucky Farrington, he blew the layup.
Okay.
Tucky Farrington, maybe he lost it on the way up,
I think he did.
but that ball was bobbling around, and it'll stay with the Tuatara.
Somebody check the temperature. It looks like they're playing hot potato. Tucky Farrington squeezes it out up top.
Rob Lowe in the customary position for Rob Lowe of just off the center top of the three-point line. He knocks that down, and it's a long shot for Rob Lowe, but he is used to banging those down.
Well, somebody's got to find him on the perimeter. He's an excellent three-point shooter with that kind of time.
Davidson
That's
traveled with it.
Unfortunate for Carlin Davidson. Did the work. Had he taken one big step instead of that little shuffle, it would have been a nice move. But just really shows part of the growth that he needs in his game. Just needs to get that patience, slow down just a millisecond to get himself under control.
We called this game at the end of April at Event Finder Stadium, KC, a much different Airs team now.
Much improved, most definitely.
Farrington with the hook on the baseline with the reverse.
Did he actually get all the way? Tucky Farrington's coming up there to shoot his free throws.
That's optimistic.
Yeah. That's a tough angle to call that hook, but he certainly did get it around him. And oh no, not the sloppy turnover there.
Well, if it's not there, it's there. Russo Nance off the glass and in, and the Tuatara have a 7-0 lead at the beginning of the first quarter in the Airs. They need a bucket.
Well, they are just not where they need to be in terms of their mentality right now. They're playing loose and fast with the ball. There's a lack of communication on the defensive end. And just up to this point, I mean, we're 2 minutes in the game, but just a little bit lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical on the shot clock as well. That's what the stoppage is for. They've got it down to 19 now. Wynyard. Hilliard down to Javante Douglas.
He should really like this matchup against the young fella.
He does, but he can't score. Russo Nance gives it up to Schneider. No real true point guard for the Tuatara, but it doesn't matter because both Chris Johnson and Rob Lowe combining for almost 10 assists a game. But you might be able to pick up a bit of pressure and to force the turnovers. The Airs just are not looking after the basketball. Schneider, a little bit of hope on that one with Richie Roger closing out. Can Hilliard fill it up from deep?
He can.
Oh my goodness. Anthony Hilliard is in form.
Get him the ball. Get Ty Wynyard the ball. Stop turning this thing over, and both teams try and lock in a little bit. Auckland should be up much more than 4 points right now. They have let the Naki off the hook themselves. 9-3
is the score after the Farrington pull-up. Anthony Hilliard averaging 31 for the Airs. They'll need at least 31 out of him in this game as he goes into Lowe. He might not be familiar with the length that this Tuatara team has between Lowe and Johnson.
Having those two guys up front, that's like a cheat code. That is 14 foot of defensive pressure.
Farrington off the bounce puts that one down, and timeout for Trent Adam. He's not happy with the defensive end, and I imagine he's hating the turnovers as well.
Is there a timeout? I'm not quite sure what's going on. They're back into it.
I do apologize.
Seemed like a timeout.
I would have taken a timeout if it was 2K.
I'll tell you what, they need one. But right now, 11-3 defensively, they're not where it's at. Easy bucket by Tucky Farrington that time, and he makes no mistake about it the second time around on the smash.
I'm sure he's disappointed with the defense and the turnovers, though, Trent Adam.
No, he'd have to be. This is a poor effort to begin this game for the Naki, but they can bounce back.
Hilliard, nothing but net.
Wow.
Wow.
That is on point. That is looking pure as the driven snow.
Javante Douglas with the ball. Schneider miss.
Yeah, Johnson almost with a spectacular finish to cap maybe the play of the year that he had last weekend.
Javante Douglas is fouled and one, and here come the Airs. Hey, lucky that Trent Adam didn't call a timeout.
It's always smart to let your guys figure it out on the court.
Just going back to that Chris Johnson dunk, you just need to go to NZNBL social accounts and have a look, because it is the #1 trending clip that the league has ever had.
And why not? Because that thing was ridiculous. John Bohannon, I'm sorry. But if you want to see a dead body, go check out the socials.
Yeah, Chris Johnson caught the artist formerly known as John Bohannon on a tremendous putback. Here is Rob Lowe. Tucky Farrington with the up fake.
Good D by Javante Douglas to recover out there and force the turnover.
Poor pass. Javante Douglas
Puts it us. Oh.
Carlin Davidson can't get it. Marcel Jones in the game with the board. And Ty Wynyard's the one who's sitting.
Was that a foul called on Silas Schneider there? I think it was.
Can't quite see the referee call.
Beautiful pass by Chris Johnson. Strong finish second time around for Tucky Farrington. And I believe there was a foul called on Silas Schneider on ball. A bit of a touch foul, but baseline to the Airs, who Carlin Davidson ruined that missed opportunity there. He'll get another one.
Certainly. Carlin Davidson, you've got to love his energy. He runs all game as Richie Roger. Man, they need to close the door down there.
Oof, for real.
Those kids are, because, yeah, that's the reason why he missed that. Chris Johnson, nice D from Carlin Davidson. It's a tough matchup for Carlin Davidson. He's had responsibility all game on that. Farrington's been active, misses that.
Tough for you, he says. I've got him locked down. Bread and water. Call the warden.
Carlin Davidson, he's a guy who's dialed it up, spinal tap to 11.
Legal
that is
screen.
waved off. It's a bit of an offensive foul. But Carlin Davidson, if he dialed it back to 10, yeah, even 9, he learns to use his body even more effectively. He could be a dangerous player for the Airs.
Yeah, just 18 as we have a timeout to the Tuatara, but Carlin Davidson, it is difficult for a player with that level of athleticism to really understand how to harness it and how best to release it and use it in game situations, and that is something he's going to continue to learn as his professional career continues to develop. But for now, I do like the basket and the explosiveness that comes along occasionally.
You just see he missed a 3 and then he passed up a wide open one. And Casey, you expect more to that. You got to take those, right?
Yeah, you know, it's all time and place,
25%.
and it's about being comfortable. You know, like if you're a shooter on the court and you don't feel comfortable with that shot, well, go out and make a different kind of play. You know, you don't have to shoot every shot that's open. Quite often there can be a different shot. Now, I do appreciate that kind of discretion in a young fella, where it's not just, well, I'm open, so I'm going to shoot it. It's about, well, is this the best shot that we can get on this possession? And I think Carlin Davidson actually thinks that game through a little bit better than you expect for someone at his stage in development. He does see things well. I think another reason why his career is so promising. But it's all about the now. So hopefully somebody can come out here and do it for the Naki. Down 2, halfway through. They've done nicely to fight back.
Can't wait to see how he develops, Carlin Davidson. But yeah, they've fought back really nicely here to close it 2-2. It will be Tuatara ball midway through the first quarter. And it's the second game of round number 7 of the Sal's NBL.
And you mentioned earlier about how the Tuatara don't have a true point guard. With that knowledge in your hand, you have to pressure these guys bringing the ball up the court. Make it difficult. See if they're comfortable initiating offense.
Chris Johnson started at around 13 feet, ended up at 18.
And still has yet to score. Oh, good double.
That's good pressure from Schneider and Farrington. It's Russo Nance. Roger on him. Rob
Stepped out of bounds,
yeah. Out of court, so
best defender in the league, that sideline.
it has been. You're right, Casey. Last few years, that has been a common turnover. And it's just that, does it go to the way the game is spaced now?
Well, it's just, unfortunately, it's the biomechanics of the guys who are driving. You're taught to make that first step forward, but you just can't help but step back before you step forward. So you just are unaware of it. It happens all the time.
Hilliard tracks that down. Good offensive rebound. Here's Marcel Jones. Left it short. Low with a rebound. Schneider gives it up. That's nice from Taki Farrington, just loitering on the baseline.
Both offenses looking a little stagnant in the half court as the defenses really lock in their positions, but both teams finding some space to operate in transition, as evidenced by the Farrington finish there, who's really running lanes nicely, using his athleticism to his benefit here in quarter number 1.
Marcel Jones. And misses that. Good hustle though.
Scott Telfer.
Scott Telfer from Westlake. And Taranaki, New Plymouth for the NBL season.
He is always out there working hard. The de facto defensive stopper, really, for the Naki. He comes off, and that is his job, to come out there and work defensively. He has the ability to shoot as well, but that is where he has created his value with his air squad.
Farrington and Hilliard are your scoring leaders in this game. The 6 apiece. Lowe and Douglas have 4 rebounds each. There's Russo-Nance on the drive. Step through, and that's nice from Dante Russo-Nance. Still a teenager.
Yeah, lovely.
Still at school.
Lovely finish. Yeah, his head coach for school is also his head coach here for the Tuatara.
That
so
helps.
That does help the commitment in terms of time, for sure. Nice pass.
It's on the break. Finish with the right. Dante Russo-Nance.
What a soft touch. He's finishing around the basket. First saw the off-foot finish with a little runner, and then the finish on the break. Excellent run out, taking advantage of the opportunities as they come.
Talfa for 3. Johnson with a rebound.
Taranaki needs to get a better quality shot here. Might want to put the ball in the hands of Hilliard.
Russo-Nance is feeling it.
6 straight.
Timeout this time. Is it Trent Adam? I don't want to call it.
It is definitely Trent Adam. He does not like that. This is 2 easy buckets for Dante Russo-Nance. Does a nice job of using his body to shield off the shot blocking ability of Hilliard, but then comes back one more time for his 3rd straight bucket.
Just like that on a 8-0 run since the last stoppage in play.
And in about 32 seconds.
Yeah, so they now lead by 10. 2:26 to go in this first quarter. Dante Russo-Nance took the game by the scruff of the neck just then.
And he has exploded to his 8 points. 6 in a row there. What a start for him. Pretty unfair, I think, for, as you see, the GM for the Taranaki Airs. Having a chat. Mitch, you don't know about that mustache, Mitch.
I love it. Keep it. Rock it.
There you go. I don't know if that
So that's
negates or proves my point.
It screams general manager. I mean that with all due respect. Sorry, Mitch.
Well, offensively, Anthony Hilliard carrying the load, 6 points on 3 shots. Only one other Taranaki Air has scored. That's Javante Douglas, who's got a 3-point play with the free throw. The 2-man game comes back again. That's where you go, right inside of the meal man.
Man, that was great position from Ty Wynyard.
That is a strong steal. I think Rob Lowe is still feeling that one running down. He laid some wood to secure his position on the block.
Early in the game, he gives it to Russo-Nance. Low contested 3. Johnson.
Too big.
My goodness, he dwarfed Wynyard on that one. Lowe gets it back. Douglas runs out on him, and Ty Wynyard swats it against the glass. Javante Douglas, Roger for 3 in transition.
Decent look, but I personally like to be on the rim. Punish that transition defense and the turnover. Oh, what a shot.
Chris McIntosh, he's deadly from 3, knocks that down.
Get some space there because of the presence of Johnson in the post. And the big fella's gravity creating opportunities for everyone on the court.
Again, it goes into Wynyard, who's already in the key with possession. McIntosh trying to help. Really amongst 3 defenders. Johnson was loitering, but Ty Wynyard.
Strong move, determined to get to the basket. Didn't settle for the fadeaway. Kept putting pressure on Lowe as the defender.
Now it's Johnson stepping back from the Racine line, stepping right back over Wynyard and stepped back just too far. Left that one well short.
Johnson's affecting the game possession-wise with the rebounding, but so far Taranaki has defended him really nicely. I don't think he's really gotten into his bag yet. You can tell because he's still pretty satisfied with the step backs, the fadeaways. When he is a little bit more determined, he is on the rim.
There isn't a guy in the league. Oh, nice steal from Russo Nance.
Make it 10.
Stole his lunch money.
That's bully behavior, taking somebody's money like that.
Russo
10 points, double figures for Russo Nance.
Love it.
5 for 5 from the field.
Hilliard, contact, too strong off the glass. We'll go to the Racine line. I was going to say, no one switches up gears quite like Chris Johnson in the NBL.
Yeah.
As we see on the GJ Gardner replay, Dante Russo Nance with a beautiful steal and layup.
The only guy who was close to changing gears was Tajiri McCall.
Yeah.
But he's now gone, so yeah, he has chased his NBA dream, looking towards the summer league. But Chris Johnson, yeah, when he is got that on switch going, it is another meal entirely. And as his opposition, I think you're just trying to do your best not to flick that into the on position. Don't poke the bear.
Thank you very much.
He is already in a hole here. 35 seconds to go. Nick Barrow is off the bench. And with a 9-point lead, Young is using all of his bench. Braden Ely has got a
that's
third
a
as
charge.
well. And Silas Schneider's not going to get that call.
Well, it was a really obvious use of the off arm. You always got to clear some space. You want to be strong with that move, but when you completely extend it away from your body like that, it was just too easy a call to make. And he hits the bench with his second personal foul. Maybe there for a bit.
And it's Carlin Davison. Now Javante Douglas stuffs it home.
Athlete. He's got a lot more athleticism left in the tank based on the highlight you showed me before the game, but his 20 points a game have really changed this Taranaki offense along with Hilliard.
Ely misses that.
Great board by Wynyard to finish off the quarter. I think Wynyard came pretty close to it, but it was well after the whistle. Not bad for the Airs, only be down 7 at the break.
All right, we've got it ourselves. Peter Still. And our shoot it. Nice. Let's go get the next one. Power to the gills. Here we go. Oh, makes it look easy. Right here, four. Almost. Oh, thank you very much, Cindy. Have a awesome one. By the way, happy birthday as well. See you later. Thank you very much, Place Side Squad. What are you up to? Zero. Another ball, please, gentlemen.
Welcome back to TSB Stadium. Taranaki is hosting the Tuatara visitors. Been uninvited guests. 7 points. The lead. the biggest lead of 11 at one point, and the biggest run was 8, and that was Dante Russo-Nance, I imagine. He has put his imprint on the first quarter. He has 10 points. He has not missed. He's 5 for 5. And we're about to get underway. Second unit out there with Chris Johnson for the Tuatara, BT, McIntosh, and Russo-Nance from the starting unit as well, along with Nick Barrow.
For the Naki, only 3 players scoring in the first quarter. Wynyard, Hilliard, and Douglas. The rest of the team combined 0 for 9 from the field.
There's Beatty, Barrow, and McIntosh. Oh, nice look. Chris Johnson, he looks like the kind of player you just have to be always aware when you cut.
Yeah, he's forcing the action a little bit with some of the passes today. That was close to being a turnover there, but retains possession. Hasn't hit a field goal. 0 for 3, Chris Johnson, but already 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Still affecting the game without scoring.
They do indeed turn the ball over, and they turn it over not again. But Hilliard,
space.
Why not? I don't think he's hit the rim. Maybe the first one did, but he's 3 for 3 from deep.
That is pure. That is looking like a wet ball the second he leaves his hand. Another turnover.
Oh, wow. Start the quarter. Just give it to Anthony Hilliard. Let him shoot a 3.
Yeah, Chris Johnson's starting to feel a little frustrated. Auckland playing with its food a little bit at the start of this possession. They need to be just a bit more focused, in particular when they're trying to operate their offense.
And we got a travel.
Wow.
Maybe on Hilliard. Maybe when he got that little handoff there, he stutter step, but it is a turnover again.
Wow, interesting. That's a... Didn't have great eyes on the feet. It was obscured by the score ticker there, so tough to say exactly when that happened, but another mental breakdown. That is an easy possession. Would have been another great look.
Another turnover. That's 3 straight for the Tuatara. Ty Wynyard, Beatty does pretty well. Ty Wynyard goes down, and he stayed down so far. Just gathering his thoughts.
I think that's a fall of disappointment, not being able to get that finish.
Falling like a tree in the forest, cut down by his dad.
And good timeout by Aaron Young in the Tuatara, because
That's
that
sloppy.
was a putrid start to a quarter.
Putrid.
I mean, that was not good.
Great word.
Just big 7-point lead coming in. They've only made up the 3, but they are trying to knock that door down for the opposition the way they're playing right now. The Tuatara should be pretty happy that Coach Aaron Young is a reasonably nice guy, because there's a lot of coaches. You'd be catching spittle right now.
Multiple turnovers. Just off the top of my head, look like 3 to begin it. Yep, we had 3 turnovers. Johnson, McIntosh, and Beatty, unfortunately. And in fact, we had 4 with Russo-Nance at the beginning. So 4 turnovers to start.
And that's so they've already matched their turnovers for the first quarter. And this is reminiscent a little bit of how the Tuatara played in the first half against the Manawatu Jets on Monday. Playing, because this is its quality team. This is the top team in the competition. But they do tend to play to the level of whoever's lined up opposite them. And right now they're being a little sloppy with the ball. They're not locked in, not playing to championship caliber, and the Airs are taking advantage.
Ty Wynyard at the line, 60%. Makes the first. (16 and 10). Just a tick under 10, so it's not averaging a double-double. 9.9 rebounds. Misses the second. Chris Johnson giving it to Rob Lowe, who's played all of the first quarter. It's a quick rest. He's back into it. Russo-Nance. He's fouled. He's 6 for 6 and 1.
The young fella taking the vet down into the grindhouse and putting him to work.
Nothing phases Dante Russo-Nance.
How about that? I mean, it did not seem like a lot of contact, but I love the patience in the post. Doing a nice job of using his strong frame to displace Hilliard and find the space for that finish. 13 now. Touch them all, young boy.
What a first half for Dante Russo-Nance. Incredible.
He's got 3 steals to go with that 13. Excellent start.
Wynyard taking low back down low. Better defense from Rob Lowe this time. Chris Johnson has it. Gives it to McIntosh.
Mackey trying to scramble after it, but Auckland maintaining.
Johnson. Douglas with the board. And
it's a legal screen.
A legal screen on Ty Wynyard.
I mean, these whistles are a little ticky-tacky. There's been a few that, even that post play for Dante Russo-Nance, that illegal screen there. I mean, that's nearly a post-up. He's screening the man who's actually defending him. So I'd like to see a little bit more leeway in those areas, as I'm sure Ty Wynyard would have as well, who now heads to the bench. I believe that was his second personal foul.
Ball stays with Auckland. 15 on the shot clock. Schneider. Johnson met by 4 defenders. Rob Lowe patient, and it counts. Rob Lowe's fouled, and he'll go to the Rosine stripe to shoot a free throw.
Oh, that was just a miscommunication defensively. You do not want to chase the ball at the high post in the zone. If all those defenders go out there, everyone is open everywhere. The high post of the zone, you're hoping for guys to turn and shoot. That's a difficult shot being contested. Instead, the N1 layup opportunity isn't finished by Lowe, but Auckland extends the lead to 8 again.
Taranaki using all of the shot clock, and Javante Douglas, that's just an ugly end to a really empty possession.
Nobody really wanted to be a threat. They're flipping the ball around the perimeter against the zone, but no true threat at the rim with the basketball, no actual penetration with either the pass or the dribble. And when you're playing against the zone, you have to bend that defense by penetrating it. One way or another, you have to make them adjust. And if you just flip the ball around the perimeter, that is exactly what they want you to do.
Staying with the Tuatara. 29-21. Friday night vibe at TSB Stadium.
Always a Friday night vibe at the TSB Stadium. Already 10 turnovers for the Airs. A lot of it with those offensive fouls are being called for, but still not what they needed against the top seed in the league.
Lowe. Nice little jump hook from Rob Lowe.
What a size advantage he has. And just got to a spot, puts it up with the left, showing off the deft touch with either hand.
10 is the lead for the Tuatara. Davidson to the cup with ease.
Rob Lowe pulled off that line. I think he thought Dante Russo-Nance was going to cut off the driving lane, but an explosive finish with the off end by Davidson.
That is a tough angle, and there's a tough foul on Marcel Jones there.
Chris Johnson, he's looking like he's still stretching out from that 5-hour drive.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers to Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson and Nick Barrow.
It's not that, they're on a bus, easy on a bus.
And that will count goaltending as Douglas came late on that one.
Rob Lowe up to 9 points now to go along with 4 boards and an assist. And tough trips on the 5 hours of the minivans. That's what you don't want.
Hilliard.
Again.
Oh, that's his 4th. He's 4 for 4.
He can 4 for 4 from the field. Only 1 2-pointer. Missed that one as Schneider throws it out of bounds.
Another turnover in this quarter for the Tuatara. They just want the Airs to hang around.
Yeah, I don't know what the scout was, but I guarantee it was not to go under the screen at the three-point line on Anthony Hilliard.
You mean the guy shooting 45% who shoots, it takes 12?
I'm sure he is a chase.
Marcel Jones, a little strong. And Hayes Walker picks up the foul.
And that's bonus for the rest of the way. This is slowing down their transition game considerably. 5 fouls to 1 in the quarter. And they are ticky-tack touch fouls. It is mounting up as well for the Naki.
Schneider, good on the first. Silas Schneider, come from University of California, Davis, and Denmark. He's just found his feet last 1 or 2 weeks for the Tuatara.
And it's an interesting proposition for him because you can tell he's more of a natural shooting guard. But that's what the Tuatara have, is a bunch of guys who are a little bit more comfortable off the ball. So somebody's going to have to take the reins and really be that point guard initiator of the offense.
Carlin Davison thought Ty Wynyard was rolling, but Rob Lowe did a pretty good job of staying in front of him, and that's just another turnover.
Yeah, he just misread that. You can see the predetermination of what he wants to do before it happens. Let the game come to you, take what's given, and in that case, there was another driving lane. He decided he wanted to be unselfish. Nothing wrong with that, but you just got to take what the defense gives you. Don't predetermine it.
Lowe operating up high, then drives on Javante Douglas.
Oh,
Nice
lulled him to
finish.
sleep with the fake handoff coming. Javante Douglas relaxed and was punished for it. He's got to like this matchup. I think it's a step back three. No, all the way to the cup instead.
Carlin Davidson, oh my goodness. Carlin Davidson, rim high. I think he finger rolled that down.
Oh, and the steal on the way back.
This is great from Carlin Davison. Hilliard, shoot it.
Oh, he should have let that one fly. If I've shot 4 threes and I haven't hit the rim yet, I'm going to shoot it until I do.
He's going to long two. Oh, Anthony Hilliard.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Not poor defense, but he understands how much space he has and how much space he needs to get the shot off. And he has not been incorrect tonight.
He is 16. Russo Nance slips. Carlin Davidson with another steal. Here's Hilliard. Let it fly. Oh no, what's happening? It hit the rim.
Eventually it had to.
Chris Johnson over the top. Taki Farrington. Douglas. Carlin Davidson.
No
one.
support.
No one's there.
He's like, where are my dogs at?
He turned around. There were 4 lizards waiting for him. Now it's Ty Wynyard on the block with Rob Lowe.
Where's the aggression? Somebody want to be aggressive on the rim.
No one's cutting. Not a lot of movement. And Ty Wynyard just dribbled it out.
Look at that beautiful left with the flipper flick. Look at that elevation though, man. He just hits and bounces off. Ty Wynyard pretty adamant that the ball got hit by Rob Lowe, and from our angle it looked like it did.
Carlin Davidson getting his big, trying to get him back to the bench.
You know you're in trouble if Carlin Davidson is calming you down. If the young teenager is having to tell you, hey man, you need to chill out. Didn't look overly dramatic though, just disagreeing. Like, you did see it get hit by the defender, right? 12 turnovers now. Sorry, make that 13 turnovers now for the Naki.
Yeah, both teams have been sloppy with the basketball. Been 22, 23 overall by the looks of it. The three-point shooting has been superb by Anthony Hilliard, but the rest of the Airs really have struggled to put the ball in the hoop. Just 4 have scored. Davidson, Wynyard, Douglas have joined Hilliard. They haven't got a lot else going on at the moment. Back underway as we head towards half-time. Tuatara have the 7-point lead.
if I'm Auckland, I'm just continually putting pressure on the rim, make the refs not make calls, try and keep working my way to the line.
Try not to turn it over as well.
Instead, they get turnover number 11.
Hilliard. Now it's Douglas. Can't get that little flip reverse to go.
And does well to find the space against Lowe, who runs the court and might have did something to the shoulder there.
Yeah, Douglas got him good. Yeah, Rob Lowe's holding that bicep above that elbow there. Colin Davidson, I think he's holding ice to his cheek.
Interesting.
You see the yellow towel there on the bench. It's Colin Davidson. Maybe not.
Maybe just sweat.
Maybe just sweat, yeah. I thought he might have copped one there. Rob Lowe makes the first.
12 points now.
This is the second.
Second leading scorer on his team behind Dante Russo-Nance still, who's sitting on 13.
Talfa, the floater, the runner, no good. Schneider's running.
Oh my.
Another turnover. That is not a textbook fast break.
Completely unforced. What is going down in New Plymouth tonight? Somebody greased the ball.
Hilliard dancing with Tuck Farrington. Aaron Ballinol. That is nice off the glass by Richie Roger.
Well, patient offense. I think that's the best set we've seen from the Airs this evening. Ball through hands, let the play do the work, and found a good shot at the end.
Great look to Schneider. Another great look. A cutting Farrington's rewarded. And that's pretty from the Tuatara.
Well, that's just poor defense when you're guarding Farrington. Schneider doesn't really have any options. Just take away the pass. You don't. And he's let off the hook. Good cut, though.
Talfa. That's nice from Scott Talfa. And amongst Chris Johnson and Rob Lowe as well.
The show and the go. Give him the old school Hakeem the Dream semi-shake. Nice finish. Patience shown.
Lowe for three. That is good.
Feeling it. Rob Lowe is looking like he's going to have himself a night. 15 points, 5 boards already.
Hilliard. Floated from the Rosinas. Good. Anthony Hilliard's dialed in for this game.
And he is. Described as a walking bucket by Taranaki upon recruitment. And that is accurate.
He's 6 for 8. 18 points for him.
And it's really in the flow of the game. He is not hunting anything. I mean, if anything, he's got 8 shots. Can we get him 16 at the half?
Taranaki might just need that. Tucky Farrington. No! Tucky Farrington, I love his release. And that is as pure as you'll see.
And he is up to 11 points. What a performance by him. Really playing confidently, doing it from outside, using the cuts, showing his intelligence as a player. Nice start to the half.
Talfa, great pass. Excellent feed to Wynyard. Nice interplay by the Airs. That looks better.
Yeah, great unselfishness, great passing on the interior. Looks like a foul on the shot.
It's 2 veterans there. Aaron Ballinol, Nick Barrow.
Don't think they knew it was a foul. Looked like they were congratulating like it was clean, but actually looked, from this angle, looked pretty clean. Looked like they knocked it out, but big wheelbarrow heads to the line. Banks home the first. Auckland in a little bit of control, but can't find that separation. The Naki have picked up their intensity and their execution this last couple of minutes.
Now we have a sub in.
Solid minutes from Aaron Bailey-Knoll. He really came in and, yeah, you see the forearm there at the end of it, but he really came in and executed the offense, got others involved, and nice sprint of minutes by him there.
Here's Hilliard.
Drawing a lot of attention now. Is this a boxing one?
I believe so. Javante Douglas. Talfa trying to get the offensive rebound. Douglas a little high off the glass. Talfa Telfer with the putback, and he's fouled.
Scotty Telfer, second chance work, getting it done.
No, what? My bad.
Wait, what happened there? Alas, 10 points. I guess the bucket doesn't count.
Guess
Pushing
not.
the back.
Maybe pushing the back.
So loose ball foul, no free throws. Instead, it'll be final Tuatara possession of the half.
That's our mistake. Apologies.
Bucket did count, though.
It did. And it's Rob Lowe. Good defense.
Still time to get it up.
Telfer, the runner. Oh, almost. And that is us for half-time. Tuatara just in cruise mode at the moment. Not really looking after the basketball. Both teams, you could say that, for. And it is the Tuatara, the visitors, leading 48-40 at half-time.
Oh, wow, what a half that was. Oh my God.
.48-40. These two teams dancing around each other, trying to give each other the ball as much as possible, as there has been 24 turnovers in 20 minutes of basketball. It is unfortunate. Welcome back to TSB Stadium. It is the Sal's NBL Round 7, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Anthony Hillard is your leading scorer with 18. Rob Lowe has 15 for the visitors. Javonte Douglas, Casey, he's on triple-double watch.
He is. First, take a look at the score. His balance sheet coming from the Tuatara. Lowe, Russo, Nansen, Farrington all up there. Notably absent Chris Johnson, 0 for 4, has yet to score. Still up are the Tuatara. Look at those rebounds. Javonte Douglas, that's where that triple-double loss really coming in. He is dominating the glass, as are the Naki. This is the third best rebounding team up against the best, but they are only down 2 in the rebound count. Assists, look at Shyler Schneider getting everyone involved quietly. Javonte Douglas with 4 assists. Only 2 for 5 from the field, but really dominating the rebounds and the assist category for the Airs.
I guess with Schneider as well, they share the ball pretty well, the big men for the Tuatara, but Schneider with those 6 assists, that's a good feature for Aaron Young. Steals, as you can see, there have been plenty of turnovers. Steals are plenty for the first half of basketball.
Led by Dante Russo-Nance. Great to see him getting involved on both ends. Yes, the scoring is fantastic, 13 points and 6 for 6 from the field. But 3 steals is really what ignited that offensive explosion.
We'll take a break, and after that, we'll be back with the third quarter from TSB Stadium in New Plymouth.
Alright, so it is the Coach McKean Foundation. It is a signed basketball shirt on New Zealand team and also a signed shirts from Auntie. So, if you bought yourself a ticket, $5 a ticket, thank you very much. We appreciate everything that we get. Alright, I'll hold it, Yeti, and you draw it out, okay? Because they trust you more than they trust me. Not what quite sure. Alright, here we go. Oh, yes, it's a nothing. Let's do it again, come on. Take it serious, Yeti. Oh, it's a blue one. It's a blue one. Let's have a look. Number 49. If you got number 49, that is Bix Langton. Bix Langton. Oh, hell no. Let's do that. No, I was kidding. Let's give it up for Bix Langton. Thank you very much. All proceeds go to the Coach McKean Fund. Fantastic. Back to you, TJ. BB, let's go. Yeah, shut it from there. Now make you come down and get it. Thank you very much, Vocal Town. Well choreographed. Oh, it's a CEO's parents. That wasn't right. Now, congratulations, Pete. Thank you very much. Wow. Giddy, how much time have we got? Oh, let's call someone out. Let's call someone out from the spot. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, who can we pick on? Who can we? Now, he's got that military look on his face, so we won't worry about him. He can, pull you from anywhere. Who can we get on the sponsor? Auntie Bucken! Do it for us! You only say her name once. If you didn't know, how long? Where is Cooper Hoskin? Where are you? Your mum says I love you, my son.
48-40 is the scoreline. The Tuatara just in cruise control over the Airs. Third quarter about to get underway. This game resumes. We have the Anthony Hilliard show continuing because that has been must-see TV for that first quarter. He's 4 for 4 from deep. And for the three-pointers for the rest of his team, though, they're 0 for 9. 4 for 13 overall. The Tuatara shied away from the three-point shot somewhat. Just 4 for 8, knocking down those threes. Highlight has been Dante Russo-Nance. Had a 6-0 run by himself. Multiple steals, 3 steals overall. Russo-Nance has 13. Rob Lowe just quietly assembling 15 as well. Just staying within the flow of the offense, and that has just been Rob Lowe this season. He's been excellent for the Tuatara. The Airs, where do you see them getting production from outside of Hilliard?
Well, they're going to have to first and foremost take care of the basketball. If you took away those turnovers that they have, which are considerable at, I guess the final number looks like it topped out at 12. But those 12 turnovers, you can cut that in half. They'd be probably up in this game. So take care of the basketball. They've been excellent in transition. Any transition opportunity, I'm pushing the basketball as much as I can. But the advantage that the Tuatara have offensively with Rob Lowe or Chris Johnson with a size advantage in the post, I don't think Taranaki has taken advantage of that on the other side enough. Get Rob Lowe or Chris Johnson out on the perimeter, guarding a ball handler, spread things out a little bit, and attack into the paint, watch defenses collapse, and that's where you'll get your three-point opportunities, if not finishes at the rim.
Chris Johnson scoreless. And which quarter do you think he's going to go?
I don't think he's going to go until the team needs it. If Naki comes back in here and really pushes, makes a run, takes the lead, I can see him getting aggressive and trying to pick things up. But in the meantime, he's happy to be a facilitator. He's not a stat chaser. He's going to affect the game defensively. He's going to rebound. But he's not too fussed if he's not getting the shots or not. And especially when other guys are playing well. I think a lot of that offense is flowing to Rob Lowe, as well as the surprise starts by Dante Russo-Nance and Taki Ferentz and all those guys getting involved. So there's enough being done by them, but them too got to take better care of the basketball. Both teams got extremely sloppy at times, and if they can just be a little bit more concise and precise with their decisions, that will certainly do wonders for their offenses.
So both coaches have had the opportunity just to get everybody just to concentrate on retaining the ball. Turnovers a massive part of the first half, and both of them had 12. It's just the difference has been the effective shooting of Rob Lowe and Dante Russo-Nance. They've just kept everybody at arm's length. Taki Ferentz has been really good as well. And just trying to find somebody else to accompany Anthony Hilliard. Ty Wynyard has had touches in the post. He's had really good position as well, but not enough looks.
I mean, this game's pretty even. They've made the same amount of shots, or 16 shots to 19 shots made, 33 shots taken apiece. Both teams shooting really well from two, 60%. One team shooting a little bit better than from three is the Auckland Tuatara. They're at 50%. But reasonable amounts of numbers, similarities in free throws and rebounds. Neither team has really taken control. It's just slightly better shooting from the perimeter by the Tuatara has garnered them this 8-point lead. So all things considered, Taranaki should have some kind of confidence. Slightly different to the game against Wellington, where they really did have control at quarter time and Wellington took over. Taranaki has been chasing all week, or all day today through halftime. Can they take next step? Can they slow down Auckland enough to take that lead and make this a real game?
You're absolutely right about the stats. Just going down, you can just look at the team stats, and it is very much, there are a few advantages for the Tuatara in any of them. They do have, a couple of rebounds more, a couple of assists more, 4 assists more than the Airs as we're underway in the third quarter, but they have just, it doesn't feel like Taranaki have a chance to take the lead. But if Anthony Hilliard keeps knocking down the three, then that lead will evaporate.
Why is he that open?
He's 5 for 5.
I don't think that first pop was supposed to be the shot, but he was so wide, he let it fly.
He's not 5 for 5, I apologize. He has missed one. But Anthony Hilliard.
Just based on the rest of the shots, though, I might rescind that miss. I'm going to send it to the judiciary.
He's 5 for 6 from deep. Chris Johnson with the miss.
Still hasn't put the ball on the floor to attack the rim.
It's Wynyard with the catch. Let's drop on him. And that's a wedgie.
That's going to go to the Tuatara. Yeah, Ty Wynyard, I don't think he expected that pass. I really like the play by Javante Douglas. But Wynyard very concerned about the shot blocking the low there. Didn't go straight back up. One of the few teams that has that height advantage on Ty Wynyard.
So Nance with the hesitation. He had the same shot at the other end in the first half.
But it shows his shot-making ability, because that one he finished off the right going the same way. This one off the left to give him a little extension in space as Wynyard contested. Man, he is just, his bag is deep for an 18-year-old kid. He has a bevy of moves to finish at the rim.
And there's Pedro Cameron. He is the head coach of the New Zealand men's basketball team.
I've heard of them.
And they have been assembling quite a list of names. And Dante Russo-Nance will find himself in those lists in the future, that is for sure.
The choice is his, what he wants to do. You know, he's got a lot of options in front of him. I don't think he's thinking about international basketball just yet, as Hilliard misses.
Finally a contest on a Hilliard shot.
Makes it harder.
So Nance goes over the top of the screen, and it's just
tough angles.
Really tough angle, and a turnover for the Airs to capitalize on. Excuse me, the Tuatara. So Nance given space. He'll hit the three, surely. Front of the rim, unfortunately for him. Here's Hilliard stepping through. He catches his own shot.
What a play!
Rob Lowe was in the charge circle.
And then he was out of it.
Berenson on the baseline.
Is that a travel? Double dribble.
It's a double dribble.
He didn't pick it up. Did he dribble it again? I thought he kept it in his hands, but I've been mistaken more than once.
So the Airs
clawing their way back in.
Clawing their way back in.
They were real big underdogs today as well. Auckland as high as an 11.5-point favorite coming in.
Auckland looking a little sluggish. Didn't get the flight down to Taranaki. Had to take the bus. Richie Roger, that's broken up. That play just hasn't really come off for the Airs. Yes, Schneider slices through.
Well, live ball turnovers will kill you. And right now, it's you love the unselfishness. Try and get the big fella involved. But those are shots. Both these, you're turning the ball over when you've got a good look at it. Just go ahead and put it on the rim. Let him get the rebound. Strong.
Colin Davidson. That matchup is just, it looks unorthodox between him and Johnson, but it's actually pretty even.
But there's the drive. That's the driving opportunity. If one of those bigs guard you, put it on the floor, drive by him. Big board by Lowe.
Great board by Lowe. That's the Johnson miss. Lowe with a turnaround. Also, no Dan Futu off the bench for Tuatara. Picked up an injury in the Jets game on Monday.
And it didn't affect him in the first half, but as this game goes along, I think that's where we're going to see the effect, especially on their depth and the fatigue that'll hit the other guys.
Hilliard for three again. Knocks down another. That is number 7.
Wow, he is locked in offensively. Excellent screen, but the communication of the Tuatara has to be better. Somebody has to show, or you have to get over that earlier. Just a one-possession game.
Here's number 6.
Everyone stop throwing lobs.
Colin Davidson ties it at 52. Now they got to get back. Schneider. Berenson with the left. That's good for the Tuatara.
Wow, those are two great counterattacks. Love the pace that the game is now finding. This is where the level should have been at the entirety of the game.
Oh, no, they're going to make him pay, surely. Oh, it's Berenson. He leaked out. Oh, he puts it down. Young blood, get up.
Tucky Berenson, I thought he was shielding for the body, but he goes up, and over the front of the rim for the smash.
Travel from Colin Davidson.
That is one of those travels that gets called consistently internationally. But first, take a look at the highlight. Taki Berenson, don't worry, the landing rougher than you like, but the finish was as pretty as you can find it.
He's playing really well this season. He was good last season. It's great to see. Aaron Young does well with the young players. I mean, Zach Riley, he was sensational in spots last season.
Defensively especially was Zach Riley, but I think that's where Taki Berenson's big contribution has been this year.
Marcel Jones gets Chris Johnson.
What did Marcel Jones do there? See exactly what happened.
Maybe we could get something on the GJ Gardner replays. Marcel Jones sort of wondering. Love an answer, I think, from Marcel. Something along the lines of, where was that foul?
Well, I saw the spin off, and I mean, there was a modicum of contact down low because Chris Johnson spun off the body of Jones. Jones just let him have the attempt. But unfortunately, didn't get that angle, so Chris Johnson just gets the free throws. Marcel Jones picks up foul number 3, and the Tuatara starting to grab control again here in the 4th. Actually, it's a 3rd period. It just feels like a long one.
It certainly does. Jones front of the rim. Long shot, long rebound, falls to him. Javante, that's no good. Bobbled around, Jones has it. And in, Marcel Jones.
Oh, I think that's a...
Stuck with it.
They were fighting on the ball when Rob Lowe was trying to inbound. Don't know if they called the delay a game there or not, if it was just unfortunate mix-up. But here we see, I like the pressure. This is what the Airs should be doing. Get in the right inside the shorts of these guards, make it difficult. See, that's not actual pressure. This is just standing next to a guy as somebody's dribbling it up. You want to turn them 2-3 times in the backcourt, make them work to get set up.
There goes Chris Johnson.
There it is. Too easy. Beautiful.
Wait, it's beautiful.
It's just excellent footwork, showing the fadeaway and then the big step through. And you see how much ground he covers to finish at the rim from outside the paint. Just fantastic work.
Davison looking for a cutter. Telfer helps him out. Poked away by Tucky Farrington. He's off to the races. Will Carlin get him? He won't. Tucky Farrington. My goodness.
Yeah, he is imprinting himself on this ball game considerably as he goes up and up. 17 points for him now. Leading scorer in the game.
Is he? Can't be. Javante Douglas, surely it's Hilliard.
Oh yeah, I forgot for the Tuatara, pardon me.
You're right. Douglas, get a tip, it's in.
Well, the stick-to-itiveness is what gets it for him there, the second effort.
Dante Russo Nance. I think he just threw it to Ryan Jones.
Well, he's played very well at times as we have a timeout called. And there we see the Douglas finish. It's that second jump. We're looking at the officials trying to get a call. Mackey still within touch distance, but finding it difficult to cross that final frontier.
Takiula Farrington with 17, Lowe with 15, Russo Nance with 15. Roblo has 7 rebounds. Javante Douglas has 12. He's got 6 assists as well.
He is on that triple-double watch, 9 points too. Pardon me, 7. That last one was so nice, I thought it counted twice.
Trent Adam in the air's just hanging around.
Got that alligator blood. Hanging around, hanging around.
56-62. Disrupted travel plans. Down an important bench player and down Futu.
This is moving time for Taranaki right here. 4 minutes left. I don't think they can wait till the fourth quarter to get it done. I don't think they have enough confidence in their offense to continue to come back from this one. This last 4 minutes, they need to put the screws in defensively on their home court, take care of the basketball, and find a high quality of shot.
In the 6th spot on the ladder, 3 and 4 is their record. Hilliard can't get that, but he gets his rebound. Javante Douglas bobbles it. 6 to shoot now. Douglas for 3, gets his feet set. And it's Rob Lowe who cleans that up.
Yeah, once again, I just think Javante Douglas, if he's got Chris Johnson on him, put it on the floor, get to the cup. Not a bad shot, just I think there's a better one there.
Jones fronted him.
Travel called.
Was it 3 in the kit? Yeah, travel.
That's a quick travel. Chris Johnson facing the triple team. Taranaki breathes a sigh of relief.
Ayers with a 6-point lead. Excuse me, the Tuatara, I should say, with a 6-point lead. It's Hilliard on the drive. Jones.
Oh, good box out on the weak side by Taki Farrington.
Low on the post.
He's got plenty of time. What a steal.
Great steal, Marcel Jones. Good hustle back from the Tuatara. 2-on-4, Telfer with the trail of 3. Left it up there for the kids at the back.
He did. I think that was a bit of a no yes from the teammates, thinking that might have been a bit early, but right on time from the shooting pocket of Telfer.
Russo Nance is tied up. And unfortunately, Douglas couldn't quite finish that Excellent defensive play with possession.
Douglas, not the hugest offensive game. 3 for 10 from the field right now, but affecting things. 6 assists, 12 rebounds. Has a block there. I think that might be his second of the ball game. He is just really getting himself involved despite a subpar shooting day. Similar to the efforts of Chris Johnson, who's only got the 1 make on 7 attempts, but 8 rebounds, 2 steals. No blocks, notably for Chris Johnson, who averages 3 a game, leading the league.
Going to get back underway here. Dante Russo-Nats with the ball on the baseline.
Come on, is defense. Defense. Come on.
Dosh feeding the big man. Facing up on Marcel Jones. He plays great defense on him. Here's Hilliard looking up ahead. Oh, just too strong for Jones, who leaked out really well.
Had the judicious fast break opportunity there, and Hilliard tried to drop it into the breadbasket. Just ran out of real estate. Physicality has kicked up a notch here in the third.
Ill-advised pass.
Nice read by Telfer, though.
Yeah.
Not his man. Well, it was his man that he lost sight of, but he didn't lose sight of the ball, so was able to knock it out.
Ty Williams had a good sit. He's back in the game with Carlin Davison. Now it's Wynyard on Chris Johnson. And he got mugged by Javonte Douglas. Absolutely mugged.
He was not happy about it.
Not at all.
He is starting to get a little perturbed with the amount of contact coming his way as Nick Barrow checks in for Rob Lowe.
Getting some minutes without Dan Fortu. Braden Uli is in the game as well, number 8. It's Chris Johnson at the line.
Naki has fueled this comeback with the possession game, really dominating the glass. They came into the second half down 4 in the rebounds. They are now up 4. That is a huge change in a short amount of time.
Makes the second. 2:15 to go in this third quarter. He is down 5. Tuatara just managing to keep them at arm's length. They have tied the game in this quarter as Hilliard spinning, floater. It will come off the hands of Hilliard in the ears.
I like the possession. It's on the rim. They're attacking. They're creating extra shots and just unable to convert the timely tip of the ball out of bounds there for the Tuatara, but they need to find some answers on the offensive end now.
Russo-Nats looking for Chris Johnson, who just went straight into Ty Wynyard. And Nick Barrow just went barreling through.
They got the 5-on-3.
Into the advertising stands, and Javonte Douglas straight into the cup, and he's fouled. It drops. No? Yes?
Yes.
Good.
It counts.
Fantastic. Minute 33 to go in the third quarter.
And you can see the recognition by Javonte Douglas there. McIntosh matched up on him, and with that size and strength discrepancy, once he got to the paint, he was always finishing at the rim. Love the step that crosses over. Ooh, a little extra sub comes in, or Ty Wynyard coming in, but here we see it, or we could have. You can picture it, though.
Douglas makes that.
Big free throw there. Cut to 2.
And he's got 10 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists.
Interesting work by the DJ. Really, I don't know if he knows the vibes of the comeback.
He sounds like my 8-year-old in the car with Spotify. He starts a song and then doesn't like it after about 8 seconds and restarts another one.
Normally, you know, in the comeback, you're trying to get people hyped up, but he's looking for like a Sunday sesh vibe.
Uli left it behind. Who did it come off?
Not sure he was passing to.
It was poked away, was it? Obviously, because It's good to stay with the Tuatara.
Yeah, I think Yuli tried to flick it forward and it just bounced back off a knee, but just 4.9 on the clock to get the shot up.
Russo Nance. Big shot. Hilliard with the rebound. They can take the lead here with a 3.
I want to see the quality of shot here. Don't mess around with this possession. Find it in the hands of your best players and let them do the deed.
Oh my goodness. McIntosh. He got fouled there by Carlin Davison. Russo Nance driving. Russo Nance too strong. Nick Barrow has it stripped away.
Oh, look up. Got an opportunity.
Oh, and Telfer has it. Do they want the lead? Javonte. Oh. Telfer for 3. And 1!
Wow.
Scott Telfer, help him up!
Wow. What a possession. I mean, it never instilled a lot of confidence, but the end result, fantastic. Telfer really had to change his catch zone to receive that pass on the wing, moved all the way over, and it turned out to be great. Could have put him in the line of fire for the foul. Nick Barrow now heads to the bench. And Scott Telfer with a chance for the 4-point play. And what a way for the Taranaki Airs to close the quarter in this last couple of minutes.
It's the biggest lead of the game for the Airs. It's the only lead of the game for the Airs. 65-64. 26 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Where's the communication defensively?
McIntosh. Oh, nice answer. Nice play. Braden Iuli just waiting for the pass and knocks down the corner 3.
Patience offensively needed then, but 5 seconds left in the quarter. What do the Airs have?
Hilliard. Couldn't get that to go down. That almost went in. We've got a game of basketball for 10 minutes coming up. The Tuatara fight back, claw back, get their lead back after the Airs snatched it back off them at 67 plays 65 after 3.
Good on ya. You just want yourself a basketball. So, have a look. Bring it down to Yeni. And he'll just give you a high five and that's it. So please have a look under your seat. There could be a TK Gardner. Just under your seat, bring it down here. So we're going to give you a free basketball. So there's 3 more out there. So make sure that you have a good look. 65, 67. Oh, OMG. There's 3 more basketballs out there. There's 3 more fists out there.
It's a 2-point game after 3 quarters at TSB Stadium. Sales NBL action. Proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Trent Adam and the Airs. They have stayed in the fight. And it is going to be a great fourth quarter. You can just feel it brewing. Might be Chris Johnson's quarter. Starting with Iuli and McIntosh from the bench, with Schneider Lowe joining the lanky American.
You're right, it could be Chris Johnson's quarter. But there could be somebody else. Who's going to step up? Someone's going to imprint themselves on the closing of this game, and that's where the win's going to come from.
There's Marcel Jones out there for Javonte Adams. Douglas, I should say. And he can't get that to go down.
Force the action there against the big fella. That's a tough finish over the footer.
Silas Schneider left it short. Marcel Jones ties it up at 67 with the floater.
Over the outstretched hand of Johnson, had the mismatch in the post. Johnson tried to help, but too late, mate, as Jones get the finish. Where's the help?
Yuli with a tough drive. Nice finish.
And just no one in the middle of the key for the Airs. I think everyone expected the kick out, but no, just two for Yuli.
Hilliard wanted to post up Chris McIntosh. White Wynyard needs to get out of the key because he could get called for three as Marcel Jones misses that. It falls to Roger with the left, and it just falls to Rob Lowe, and Rob Lowe is fouled.
It looked like a couple of whistles missed on some of those shot attempts.
Wynyard picks that up.
I think that's what Wynyard was trying to say there. Richie Roger just not shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. Kind of pushing it up as opposed to shooting. It's just 1 for 5 from the field now.
Just the 2 points. Silas Schneider on the move, on the lean for the three is Chris Johnson. He almost threw that down.
That kind of day for him, though.
Yeah. Marcel Jones.
Well, good contest by Carlin Davison by himself amongst the sea of white jerseys. He regains possession. And now Taranaki has had decent looks at it, but not in the hands of Hilliard. Let's get the leading scorer in the game, him or Javante Douglas. Oh, Javante Douglas right over the top here is a chance, but no, they don't throw it to him.
Here is Hilliard. Williams butt uses screen. Hilliard left it short. Javante Douglas. Richie Roger can't get that. Good box out by Farrenson on Ty Wynyard.
Really good box out by Farrenson. Just enough defensively for the Tuatara.
Schneider. Johnson with the rebound. Yeah, that's just, like you said, Casey, it's been his night. Wynyard was all over him.
He is incensed not getting the call.
Hilliard for three. Knocks down another three.
Javante Douglas created that in transition, but Hilliard finished it with a plum.
7 threes now. Ty Wynyard flattens Chris Johnson. Ty Wynyard just might be in a little bit of foul trouble here. Well, that's his third.
Yeah, it's considerably less than you think.
I thought he was already on 3.
So did I. This might, we got possibly, he's heading to the bench now.
Anthony Hilliard, 29 now. 7 for 12. 10 of 19 overall. He's got 7 rebounds and does have 4 turnovers because it's not Disney.
It's still a happy ending, possibly.
Well, they are up 1.
That is the key. Up 1. This is a team fighting for their finals lives. A little over halfway to go in the season against the top seed in the league, the top of the ladder. And Taranaki did it tough against Wellington last week. Looked like they were in that one for a lot of it, but the Saints, led by Mike Smith, just too good.
Oh, Mike Smith. Mike Smith, with all due respect, welcome to the Sales NBL.
Yeah, we finally saw the real Mike Smith.
Yeah, Mike Smith, that'll be a relief, that performance. He wanted the ball that game.
He certainly did. He finally showed us the player that he can be in that second quarter in particular, where he just took over and fired it. Taranaki hasn't survived a similar onslaught. It's been in tonight's game. At times it's been Russo Nance, who after that huge start is still at 15. At times Rob Lowe hasn't scored since halftime. Taki Farrenson, he's been a big key throughout, 17 points for him.
Schneider gives it up to Johnson with the catch, and then he's fouled.
I mean, I really have no idea who Silas Schneider was throwing that to, but that is what you can do when Chris Johnson's on the receiving end, just chuck it up. Or with a hope and a prayer and a bit of a stiff wind, and it'll find the spot. Because Chris Johnson turned nothing into something on that occasion.
It's no surprise that Chris Johnson is a very good free throw shooter as well. Around 88%. Ties it up at 70.
3, 2, 1, avalanche.
Two of the best rebounding teams. Two of the three best rebounding teams. Two of the best offensive rebounding teams. And it's fairly even. There is now with a +4 advantage on the glass. So stepped up their effort.
Look at the disruption Chris Johnson gives to the offense. Oh, wow.
Javonte Douglas with the muscle.
Pushes him out of the way. Could have easily been a charge the way Chris Johnson was displaced there, but no complaints from him. Physical basketball on the block.
He just looks a little frustrated, just Chris Johnson at the moment. The flow of the game isn't going his way. He hasn't had the calls when he wanted them. Sider Schneider just absolutely bakes Richie Roger.
Well, I think he was expecting help from Javonte Douglas, who was in that lane, but decided to go with his man. No communication on a possible switch, and that makes it easy for the finish.
Richie Roger has Schneider on his back as Marcel Jones, who's 2 for 10, is now 3 for 11 from deep.
And the 2-point lead for the Naki, doubling their largest lead of the evening.
Iuli, not this time. Scott Taufer with the closeout. Taranaki can build a lead here.
Huge possession.
Hilliard can't get the roll. Knocked away for the Tuatara.
And a fast break opportunity as well.
Taki Farrington, whoa, what a finish.
Finding space to squeeze through, and a little flipper over his head to force the tie. 19 points for him. They have been so successful in transition. It's been death for the Airs.
Hilliard. Excuse me, that was Douglas.
The MC, I'm not sure if he's watching the game or just trying to get the crowd hyped up, but it seems to have killed the vibe for the Airs.
Chris Johnson, that's beautiful. Here it is. It's the beginning of Chris Johnson. And
just angry enough to start scoring.
He gives them a 2-point lead, but you know it's coming.
He has quickly found his way to 8 points.
And
make that 10 on that bucket, actually. 10 points for Chris Johnson.
With 5:21 to go.
Just 2 for 11 from the field, but 6 for 6 from the line. 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals.
That is going to be an interesting 5 minutes and 21 seconds of this game. These two teams have been slugging it out in the second half. Slowly building have been the Airs. Anthony Hilliard just drilling it with 29 points.
7 for 12.
7 threes. Scott Taufer has 10. Javonte Douglas has 12. He also has 14 rebounds and 8 assists.
Just really impacting the game, getting guys involved. As important as the shooting of Hilliard has been, that overall game of Douglas's has been huge for Naki, and they are a team that early in the season struggled a bit to keep pace, but with this full unit, they are trading blows with the league leaders here in the fourth.
So it's Ayers ball. The Johnson mate. He's Douglas driving at Russo Nance. Marcel Jones.
Oh, good screen.
Great screen. Ty Wynyard cleared out 2 players.
He knew exactly who Marcel Jones was afraid of. That's the Chris Johnson contest, and he seals him off, takes away that opportunity, gives him the bucket.
Here's Chris Johnson. You can tell he's shifting up the gears there.
But if you're an Air, you're just so happy if he shoots that jump shot. It's just so much easier than the other options.
Marcel Jones.
Great rebound by Chris Johnson. Multiple Airs in his vicinity, but he is able to corral it, maintain possession.
Rob Lowe foul. Douglas got him on the way through.
And you see him that third, fourth pass of that possession, how unbalanced the Taranaki defense becomes in that final drive. Rob Lowe really has a lot of space for the finish, and it's just desperation attempts by the Airs to get the foul is what took away the layup. But still, the Razine hits the first and a chance to stretch the lead to 2, give a little breathing space.
This is the second. Just 7 foul shot attempts for the Airs as Javonte bobbled it. Here's Hilliard weaving his way through. And it is just the first team foul for the Tuatara. And Anthony Hilliard has words for Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe, what are you dribbling at me for? Like, what do you want me to do, bro? Hey, if you're going to drive at me and you get my knee in your thigh, you get what you want. That's the price to pay.
That's also Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe has accidentally hurt more people than the UFC has purposely.
Marcel Jones. They left Hilliard wide open.
Charge.
And Marcel Jones is called for the charge.
Wow.
Hilliard was wide open on the Marcel Jones drive. Tuatara survived that one. 4:01 to go. Trent Adam looks at the scoreboard. This game's still evenly poised. Plenty of time.
It is teetering back and forth at the moment. Do the Taranaki Airs have enough left in the tank to try and get this one out?
You can't blame him for being passionate. You can't put a fight on there.
78-77. Schneider using the Chris Johnson screen. Pulls up from the Razine line on the elbow. Douglas cleans up. And his rebound 16 for him. 8 assists, 12 points.
Look at Hilliard finding space.
Hilliard. Ty Wynyard. Nice from Ty Wynyard. Oh, wowee. Went into his bag of tricks. Ty Wynyard.
That is not an easy finish. A little mini version of a skyhook.
And that is foul shots coming up for Dante Rousseau-Nance. They are in the bonus.
Look at that, the spin move, excellent footwork. What a finish. And that hook, that reminds me of a young Ty Wynyard. He used to really go to that hook shot with consistency to beat fellows when he was first coming up. Moved away from it a bit as if the States.
Rob Lowe's replicating that move.
He's trying to complain about a travel, but he is incorrect. It was not a travel.
Ty Wynyard's like, nah, man.
Yeah, see, look,
I did it that way.
I showed you. Debating the finer points of post play.
I want Rob to do it on the other end.
Come back the other way. I'd love it. The seesaw continues.
80-79. Hilliard.
Oh, it hurts. Decent look. Had some space. But just the length of the defenders around there enough to deter the shot.
Rob Lowe for 3. Knocks down. Oh, my goodness. Rob Lowe.
Ice cold, baby.
Doesn't need to pull off a fancy post move. He's going to drill a deep 3.
They got to find him outside. That is his skill.
Javonte Douglas. Just half a beat earlier. He could have spun on Rousseau-Nance and hit the lane.
But just enough by Rousseau-Nance. Knocks it away. He may get credit for steal number 4 with that. Give him space, clear out. No, back to Farrenson instead.
Farrenson, long 2. Hilliard.
Wow, it's a big miss for the Airs. What can they do to take advantage? Time is of the essence.
The door is ajar for the Airs. Javonte. Cleared out. Chris Johnson gets the roll.
Wow, that is a big, strong finish against Johnson. Up to 14 points now.
Come on, be big. Be
Schneider. 5 to shoot. Big rebound.
Oh,
Who's going to get it? It's going to be Taki Farrington.
Where's the help? Where are the rest of the black jerseys? 3 white jerseys around the ball. Davison can't retain it.
Taki Farrington will go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots.
I believe that will be foul number 4 on Ty Wynyard. Timeout to the Airs. It's Taki Farrington. Here we see the drive. Poor gamble up top by Davidson, opening up a wide open lane and really putting a lot of pressure on Wynyard to try and contest without fouling. He cannot. So Farrington to the line for the Racine opportunities. And those 2 makes will really make things difficult for a comeback.
Just 1 made field goal separates these 2 teams. They have enjoyed the advantage at the foul line, though. The Tuatara, they've shot 18 compared to just 7 for the Airs. There's a +6 rebound advantage for Taranaki.
And that's completely created in the second half. They were down 3. That is a 9 rebound advantage here in the second half. And remember, at halftime they had taken the same amount of shots.
I'm going to say it was 10.
It was 10. Okay,
yeah.
10 rebound advantage.
Yeah.
Well, they'd taken the same amount of shots at halftime. Now at this point, there's a 10-shot advantage for the Airs because of the way they're winning that possession battle. That is what has enabled them to come back into this ball game and possibly sneak out a victory here at the dearth of it. The crowd is pumped. They can't wait for the action to come back.
They're just conserving their energy, I think.
I mean, like mentally pumped. They're mentally pumped for the moment.
Taki Farrington will step to the line.
They're going to make some noise here. I can feel it.
The Racine line has been friendly for...
Where's the defenders? They're just leaving them out there. No pressure. Apparently so.
Oh, that spooked them.
That did. They pulled the change up.
Wandering to the foul line now.
Oh, wow. This one.
To the side of the key. Here's Taki Farrington for his second.
Second one always gets more difficult after the miss. But not for him.
Lead is 3. 1:23 to go. Richie Roger covered by Rousseau Nance. Hilliard running through. Douglas with the screen. Hilliard running. Has it. 10 to shoot. Plenty of time. Big 3 on the way. That is nothing but net. 8 threes for Anthony Hilliard. Oh my Lord.
Huge shot, ties it up. 84 apiece. And we've got plenty of basketball left now. What do the Tuatara go to?
Douglas.
Confusion.
Yeah, he's not even looking at Rousseau Nance. Calls the switch.
Just 5 on the shot clock.
Step back over. Ty Wynyard, Dante Rousseau Nance.
Wow, young fella. Don't be so mean. Finds the space, hits the moonshot.
19th for him. Here's Hilliard. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Rob Lowe got all ball.
Explosive attempt at the finish by Javante Douglas. They really like the 2-man game coming off the on-ball. Chris Johnson stepped up, opening that drop pass, perfectly placed in the pocket. Rob Lowe, solid contest, and here we see another angle of the triple. Taki Farrington all over him, but just not enough. Wasn't a timeout, even though the Airs sort of thought it was. Tried to take advantage there for a second, but Rob Lowe deemed not to be in a legal guarding position. Douglas with 2 free throws here to tie it.
2 huge free throws here. He's 2 for 2 so far. Javante Douglas knocks that down. He is not a great free throw shooter in the Sal's NBL.
It's all about clutch. It looks like he's got that gene in spades.
Certainly does.
There's 2 different free throw percentages. There's the free throw percentage in the first 3 quarters, and there's that free throw percentage in the last 2 minutes. And looks to me like Javante Douglas has that second one when you need it. He was counted on, and he counted.
He has 8 assists to go with 16 rebounds and 16 points.
Affecting the game.
36 seconds to go. 86 all.
There.
Now the DJ's got them on their feet.
This seems like more of an apropos time for the Taranaki chant, as opposed to when the Airs are trying to defend for their lives on the court. They are pumped. If the Airs can pull this one out, there will be around 2,000 happy members of the Taranaki region telling those Jaffas to go on home with that L.
The Jets will host the Tuatara on Sunday. Casey and myself will be on that call. The Airs have the Hawks next. This game is for the Tuatara to take here on this possession. Are they going to wind the clock down, execute a play?
I think they take as much time as possible because you have to rely on your offensive rebounding prowess as well. Even if it's a missed shot, good chance you get it back. And they'd be sped up going the other way, but we'll see what they decide.
Schneider. Hilliard's on him, into Chris Johnson in the post. Wynyard, big defensive play. Chris Johnson, did he move his pivot? Fall away, can't get it. Talfa with the rebound.
Oh, last chance here, gotta go to Hilliard, and they got the ball in his hands.
Here we go, 12 seconds.
Does the double come?
Farrington, he spins, fall away, bucket! Anthony Hilliard knocks down a clutch shot.
34 points, none bigger than those two with 6 seconds just under to go. What a move. And the crowd loves it. Anthony Hilliard, one-on-one. Not bad defense by Taki Farrington. Had a hand up, contested well, stayed with him on the spin. But we see it, that is just shot making.
Oh my goodness.
That is shot making ability.
34, 12 of 23 for Anthony Hilliard. What a night for him. He is, I said it earlier in the first half, they'll need all of his 31 average. He's got 32. He's put them in the lead with 5.8 to go in the game.
And you know, if I'm Taranaki at this point, up 2, I'm not quite sure of the free throw shooting prowess of the guys in the court off the top of my head, but I might foul. You know, Barrett, worst comes to worst, you end up in overtime. But a loud Jim putting pressure on a guy to hit a free throw. Not Chris Johnson. That's not the guy fouled. Probably not Rob Lowe. Depending on who's out there. Because this would be as great a win as this could be for Taranaki. A loss would be absolutely disheartening at this point.
Here we go. Who's got a call game for the Tuatara? Can the Airs hold on to this 2-point lead? Anthony Hilliard stuck a jumper. Camera phones are out. Schneider. Oh no, Carlin Davidson. They cheated on it. Here's Russo Nance with the defense. It's Ty Wynyard. The Airs get the upset win. Oh my goodness. Anthony Hilliard gets the dub. And the Airs hold on.
Who'da thunk it? Coming in, who'da thunk it? But what a win by Taranaki. Long shots at the TAB, but not in your hearts after this one. What a win for the Airs. They have solidified their spot in the top 6 and put the league on notice that the Mountain Airs isn't going to be the only thing chilly upon your reception in New Plymouth.
Tremendous defense from Ty Wynyard, challenging the layup. Dante Russo Nance had the look. Carlin Davidson almost stole the game. And it is an absolute barn burner of a finish. The Airs hold on to beat the Tuatara by 2. Just the second loss for the league's #1 team. And Anthony Hilliard, they needed all of that 34. Tremendous game from Javante Douglas. Happy to play second fiddle. He did it all for the Airs.
A timely contribution from Telfer with those 10. Don't get it done without him. How about the rebounds from Javante Douglas? None bigger than the one that secured the game at the buzzer. just prior to the buzzer there. 17 rebounds. Anthony Hilliard almost pulls off the double-double. Siler Schneider and Javante Douglas both facilitating nicely as Douglas just misses the triple-double. Just the 2 blocks in the game, both to the airs. The steals, Dante Rusinens does end up on 4. Ty Wynyard with the quick hands as well. As you can see, even on the stats, as was the score sheet at the end.
Plenty of turnovers in that first half, 24. This game, what a turnout for the Ayers faithful. 2 games tomorrow, the Giants and the Bulls from Nelson. The Saints host the Sharks. There's a big game for both those teams on the outside of the top 6 of the playoff picture. And the Jets, they're going to get another backlash from the Tuatara. They got handed a big loss on Monday, and the Jets will host them. To'ihi starts June 29th. And it's proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes as well. Every game live on Sky. To'ihi Basketball Aotearoa is going to be a tremendous league. The finest female basketball from this country. And some special imports coming as well. That is going to be fun. This game was fun. The Ayers get the dub. And we'll say goodnight. We'll have the call on Sunday with the Tuatara and the Jets. Hope you enjoyed it. A doubleheader tomorrow. Lap that up.